Welcome everyone, this is Weems from Grow Up and Game, and we are about to start playing with the devil. We're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and when we last left off,
My pleasure.
our good friend here, Father Godwin, wanted to meet us in the tavern for a drink. And I think it's rude of us to keep him waiting. So let's begin. Pop a squat right over here, and let's see what he has to say.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Have you
About
thought
that
of a way
murder.
to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern after sunset and we'll talk it over.
Alright, I guess he's gonna keep us waiting. That's fine. He looks very busy right now. I can't blame him. Alright, what time is it? Ah! It's afternoon. It's basically the evening. I don't know why he's being such a stick in the mud about little details, but... Alright, fine, we'll wait till after sundown. So how can we burn some time here? Something I want to get in the habit of is reading more. First of all, my vitals, we'll call it, go down slower. We have that perk, right? If we go look over here to skills, to reading, in the flow, we get, that is a very strange way to phrase that, but get hungry twice as slowly as normal. So that'll be a nice way to just keep our stats up and kill some time. So let's go and do that. Yeah, let's go this way. There we go. So we have Hercules in his diet and his diet 2. I think this is going to be kind of a shorter one to read, so let's go straight to this longer book. Let's go read, study, and if I go here, so it looks like full progress will actually take us right, well, can't read any longer anyways, so this will take us basically right to sundown, I believe, if I'm correct to believe that is what this circled icon here means. I should probably check that. I believe that's sundown and sunup. So we will just go and read a good book for a little bit and get pretty close to finishing it. It does look like they do put some restrictions. You can't just sit here and binge read, which is unfortunate. Or maybe just because my character sucks too much at reading. Well, this will hopefully make him better. There we go. Strength has improved. Glorious. Oh my. Alright, I am... Just got a bunch of guys just kind of decide to join me. Oh, there's our boy over here. Okay, this was great. Great chat, guys, but I need to get up. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, sun is going down. So I think we should be good to go.
Got it for you right here.
Seems that Father Godwin brought a friend. Oh, okay. Father Godwin has a concubine. That's super.
I'll bring it right away.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave that one alone. Let's see if he's ready to talk
I'm
now.
sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
Oh, it looks like we're on a timer here. Okay.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
Let's
They're dead.
be an open book.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
I mean,
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to
I
the
will
castle.
say it's a little bit ridiculous
I
having
wanted
this
to
full
try and help
helmet
my
on.
parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me.
God bless them.
They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noel? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, so they weren't really exaggerating
The
here.
rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhoff stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Yeah, let's have a little conversation
I
with them
noticed you're
first.
pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well,
That's
we've
a
had an
little
agreeable
suspicious,
chat, but now
but
let's get
hey.
down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry,
Got it for
that's
you.
not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If
That's
people
actually
stop
fair.
believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone,
women.
and that's worse
God
than
bless.
even the most hideous crime.
Alright, let's play along.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical, condemning vices, and of course describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days, and stories from real life with a nice moral to them are popular as well, especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver.
I'll bring it right
They know no
here.
mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus
Dang.
character is quite a rebel.
Alright, if
Oh,
I
the
went to
congregation
church,
will love it.
I don't doubt
I
it.
would want him to be my priest.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Well, I appreciate him having a stance.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Apparently, Prague is a very prude place.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Cool.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Women.
Nonsense.
God bless 'em.
They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
All right, enough
Thanks
about
for the
that.
sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I like this guy. Ah, drinking montage.
Na kraj padł dziesnej smutek, do mnie i rano utek, niech ich małżeński majstrak, do wczera żylne staje brak, už sej moji svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich učit, nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si huby jako poslední jen. Budem se bavit, ano ráda slávit a tak vypal sudny a posaď se mi sem, tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven.
I do appreciate that Henry took his helmet off.
Enough of this!
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
What did I get myself into?
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh, God. All right. We doing this?
Come on, then, bailiff.
Who am I even fighting? Getting that practice with unarmed is probably gonna help me out a bit here. It's gonna. I've learned that the quick jabs are quite effective with fist fighting. I think that guy's down. Oh, ow. Dude, I'm wearing armor. What are you even trying? Get kicked. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I don't want to actually kill the dude. Dang! I'm a beast! You done? Where's Father Godwin? Godwin! I don't even know. Where did he go?
Henry?
What? Go and get a light before someone calls a
Um,
guard on you.
Okay. I don't even know where everyone ran off to. Can I go in for another drink? Oh, I guess that's been settled.
So, my dear, would you like to have a
Oh,
little
I
ring
guess
on the
we're
bell?
I'm in the bell tower now.
Sure,
Oh my
certainly
god, I'm
not.
hammered. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that deep up in the bottom left.
And
Oh, I'm
Henry
trashed.
too, I'm sure. Right, Henry.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear.
Oh, we're doing
Careful,
this.
You don't hurt yourself.
Oh my god.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
I'm sure this is gonna go over really well in the morning.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Where are we at now? Oh, we are in a field and the priest is baaing like a sheep. Okay. Let's chase him. Oh, let's get him. Let's get the sheep. Gonna catch you. Oh yeah, I got you, sheep. Gonna catch you. Gonna catch you, sheep. These sheep aren't very good at running. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna herd them like a dog. I don't know. I don't know what the game's trying to get me to do. Oh, I guess that was it. Okay.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
So I'm not sure what we just accomplished, but we accomplished it.
Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Henry. My great friend, Henry.
Where's my armor?
We have a wonderful time.
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about?
Pretty sure you got a sermon,
Before
bro.
my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
Oh god.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you.
Oh, super.
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
Oh, really?
So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad.
Stuffed squirrel.
You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Well, it's a deal. Alright, so this is why he went on all about that stuff with the guy in Prague.
So all at
So I gotta
once,
see what I
the
can remember from
confessional
that.
seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Yeah, I don't want to push this. Alright.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Should probably put some clothes on before we do that. Yep. There we go. Pretty sure I can just go down the list here. Spurs. Oh, yeah. I'm carrying only what I need. It's my charisma at 12. I actually... Oh, I have the nice doggy. Actually don't think I have night terrors. I technically might not have slept, so that should be good. Alright, well, I guess let's get rolling.
Huh?
Lead the way. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna get close to him. But we'll strut in confidently. We own this place. Reputation lost! I don't see what we did to deserve that. Oh. Okay. That's fair.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pup.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
Animals. I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
Keep it cool, Henry. You just gotta get through Mass.
Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas.
Keep it together, man.
Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious.
Right.
Which one of them will puke first?
Let's see what we got. How are we gonna start this off? Begin confidently.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and
God,
how
don't throw up
corrupt
in
it
the
is.
helmet.
Boy has a cheek.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone.
Continue harshly.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The
Ooh,
accursed
yeah.
wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Sin, yeah, let's do that one.
What sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
God.
Nothing we don't know about already.
You know what? We're gonna just keep rolling with the harshly.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
I say to you, in the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows, and he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbour one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests and to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion?
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
How'd it go? I mean, it seemed to be going well.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that Hus.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague. And he told it nicely.
Hey! I think we might have pulled it off.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out?
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest.
I appreciate that.
And anyhow, With your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall, too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
Yeah, I have that.
If anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I think I need to do a little drinking training before I have another night with you there, Godwin. That was rough, but we made it through it. Okay. So, some stuff to digest there. Well, let's get out of walking here on the scent. Let's see where the game is heading. Track down Riki, which if we go and look on the map, is in Ledechko, I believe. So I think that's our next stop, which is quite a ways away, because we're up here right now. So how do we even get there? This is uncharted territory. We could go back to Rattay, because I know the route back there fairly well, and then make our way back up. I think that's probably our best bet. Let's see, how much time we got left in the day? I can't imagine it's that late right now. It's noon, so actually we're gonna get to Rattay, and it's gonna be pretty late. Actually, it might not be. Let's get old Albarak here. Let's start making our way back. What are we doing on food? 60 nourishment. We got enough to kind of last us a little bit. So let's see if I can remember. How do we get back? Yeah, that's right. So this is south. I think we're done with you shits for now. Let's make our way back. This is south, right? Can't remember. We're gonna assume this is south. It's noon, so the sun's overhead, which isn't terribly helpful. Okay, we need to get up here. Yeah, this seems right.
Yeah.
So we just need to get back on the main trail, which should be about EA. And hopefully not get jumped by bandits on the way back. Yeah, this is definitely where having a new horse is gonna pay some pretty serious dividends, because we gotta cover a lot of ground. Come on. Yeah, we'll go to the miller's place and park ourselves there. We're getting... Energy's okay right now, but, you know, we did kind of pull an all-nighter. So I think it would be good to even get to sleep a little bit early. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Actually, let's make sure our weapons are equipped. Oh, yeah, that could have ended poorly. There, we'll get the bow. We'll keep the hunting arrows on, just in case I decide to fetch me some dinner on the way. Or really lunch at this point of the time. Shoot. Okay. We're gonna stick with this road. Oh, I think this is just a hunting ground, so I think right would have been... Yeah, okay, so I know where we are. Perfect. Perfect. Over here, should cross the bridge. I believe we can go left. This should take us up to that clear-cut area. Yeah, at least I'm starting to get this particular stretch down very well, actually. It's always good. I think it'll be good to just really make sure I understand this. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's a tree.
Yeah.
I thought it was a deer. Apparently Henry's not the only one that's, you know, got a little bit of blurred vision right now. It's good to have a path that you understand very well. In case I do get lost and I can at least find my way back to this stretch, I should be able to reorient myself and then, you know, proceed from there. So that's good. So we should be coming up on Neuhof right now. Yeah, man. This horse is an absolute beast. Just keep on rolling. And, I mean, there's really nothing here for me. We really can't... Yeah, we can't just get back to Rattay maybe take care of my hunger and kind of just get things situated. I mean, I could have gone and done that other quest. What was it? The one where we have to go investigate the witch? But I'm going to save that for later. This is... I do want to conclude this investigation. And then I think I'll take a look into, you know, these other side quests. I've been off the main trail long enough that I do want to progress the plot somewhat. And I think that'll be the cadence, honestly, for most of the series is we'll go do a couple things on the side, progress the main plot, you know, just kind of rotate until we get to a point where, you know, we're obviously getting close to the end. Then I'll try and clear up as much side content as I possibly can. Could do a little training session with Bernard. Actually, I don't think that's wholly necessary. I think at this point, I've trained more than enough. I guess I could also pay some money for some training sessions, but also at this point, it's really... Oh, okay, alright, that's... It took almost all the way from Auschwitz to tire out poor Barak here. This is a good horse. But yeah, we've had enough training. What I could do actually is we could pick up some threads, because I felt kind of ridiculous doing everything in my full suit of armor. As cool as it looked, let's see if this is open. And we have some money on us, so we have enough to maybe make a purchase or two. Well, let's go.
I hope I can be of some help.
I hope you can too. Let's talk trade.
Take care.
Let's sort by price, because that's how I roll. Whoa. That is very conspicuous. Ooh, look at that hat. 1,600 for that hat? It's not even that good. Black and yellow head. That looks pretty sharp, actually. Definitely conspicuous. I mean, I'm already very conspicuous. The blue combat Jupon. I don't like the look of the Jupon. I'd rather just have what I've got. Oh, what is this? Oh, that looks really dope. What's the charisma on this? 16 versus the noble hat. We got 20, but you look... Oh, it looks so much cooler. Yellow... Oh, man. You know what? I mean, there's definitely a lot of options here. Yeah, merchant's hat. What's the charisma on that? 12. So yeah, it definitely looks like price is the main determiner for a lot of this. Dark porpin. It's kind of cool. Okay, you know, we're gonna just roll with the armor for now. That's fine. Because we don't have a... Wait. I thought I had more money than that. I guess not. Oh, that's right, I did buy a bunch of books and such. Okay. Well, little pit stop, we didn't really accomplish anything there. But quite frankly, yeah, I'm just gonna rock the armor. I'm trying to be a knight, I might as well look the part. Let's get back to the mill. I don't really think I have a whole lot as far as things to sell. So, yeah, I think we can maybe read our book a little bit more, because I think it's still going to be a little bit too late. Could say hi to Teresa. Let's see, how are you doing, Teresa?
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
Oh, you really call? Yeah, well, how have you been?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea.
Hey.
I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands.
All right.
You jester.
Yeah, you know what? So we're going to table that for now, but it's good to know. So this is the DLC, I believe, and based on what I've read, this will actually take us into quite a lengthy segment where we will control Teresa. We're not going to go into that now. We'll save, like many other things, we'll save it for later. Let's try and keep on the path, but it's good to know that we've kind of opened up what I believe to be a romance option here. All right, let's go see if we can find a bucket of water. I am Man, kind of gross. I could go to the bathhouse. Nah, I don't think I need to. I've got dirty work ahead of me anyways. Let's see, how are we doing on food? D9, not super great. Let's go and eat some food up here. We'll eat take a nibble from the pot here. And then we'll also... So let's take inventory. It shouldn't take very long. We're good there. Good there. Oh, I have some cooked rum. Oh, that's spoiled. Ugh. Let's sell it. Let's sell it. Dang, I should have ate that. Should have ate that before we left. It might have still been good. Miller, where are you? Ah, there he is. I mean, it's kind of garbage, but at least he'll take it.
God be.
Let's sell.
I've got some good.
All right.
I mean, technically not stolen. And as we found out earlier, I'm going to be getting not exactly top dollar for these. But it's better than just letting it turn to nothing. I'm not even going to haggle. I'm just going to close the deal. Alright, you took my rancid meat. Perfect. Got a little bit of money out of it. And we're good there. We've got that. I gotta turn that in at some point. And, ooh. Actually, we'll put this, the chalice away. We're not quite done with this book. Oh, we got a lot of books. Let's see. I want to put away... Okay, so these are all books that take time to read. So what I should do, actually, is basically find the books that don't take time to read, and just pop them all open real fast. Looks like it's mostly... So primer, primer 2... It's a knife. We finished this one? Yeah, we have. So we can put that away. Okay, let's go do that. Go to on tournaments. We'll read it real fast. Next. Probably should actually read it at some point. It might be interesting. There we go. Got another reading. And we've got a perk. Old Father check. There we go. It appears that your ability to... Oh, I was going to say level is tied to the value, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, read that. Cool. So these are good. So we have primer, primer 2, finishing up these Hercules books. We're going to go ahead and put those books away. Inventory other. We'll go move that, move that, move that, move that. And this should be basically keeping us to the bare essentials. We'll read our books for a little bit. Call it a day. Let's make sure our equipment's tuned up. Cool. Cobbler's kit. Yeah, it took a little damage. Sounds like we just got a level. And Taylor's kit. Beautiful. Yeah, I think as long as I don't let these get into too bad a shape, it should be good. Let's pop a squat here real fast. And let's go. Let's finish that Hercules book. Hercules and his diet 2. Study. Book won't take that long. Well, we'll get it finished at least, and then we'll kick off maybe even part 1. Just get those strength books out of the way. And improved strength. Super. And we'll do Hercules and his diet 1. We'll study it. Okay, so it's only letting me read for 2 more hours. It does look like there is some type of daily limit on it, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. So what we can do is, I think at this point we can just sleep. And it'll take us to kind of the middle of the night, which is fine because we need time for the night terrors to subside a little bit anyways when we wake up. So that will be good. So let's get some sleep. Nighty-night, Henry. Sleeping in your full suit of armor. Oh, how far? So it only lets me sleep 12 hours. So let's go to... Nourishment's 21. Okay. Oh, that'll take me down to 21. Okay, I need to eat up a little bit of food first. How much does this give me? 6? Okay, so I can just eat a bunch of dried meat. This will get me up. I've been carrying around the dried meat because it at least keeps me... It lets me get nourishment up, and it's very light. And it doesn't spoil, so it's just a nice overall thing to hold. So we'll sleep for 10 hours. It's been a very long day. And I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and till next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, year in life. This is Weems, signing off.